So Cape Town's on fire. Hi, I'm Amy, this is The Opinionated Woman, and welcome back to another weekly vlog. I'm finally back with the weekly vlogs, and I'm starting off with a bang and some flames. So last night, 3 arsonists started 3 separate fires next to the Rhodes Memorial on Table Mountain, and I think I left the house, so I live on the other side, so I'm nowhere near the mountain, and I was driving towards the city, and I saw the fire, like right by the memorial. It's like, oh shit, I wonder what happened there, whether someone did it on purpose, especially because it's by the memorial, which is a really contentious political monument. And then I just saw these helicopters. I'll put some pictures of what the fire looked like here, and a picture of the helicopters. They basically go and scoop the water out of the sea and chuck it on the fire because Table Mountain's so close to the sea, which is very convenient. But yeah, it managed to jump the highway. It set fire to UCT, the University of Cape Town. The rare book section of the library is gone. I'm not sure if the whole library is gone, but a good portion of like the library is gone, and the history. Oh god, there's so much stuff that's been destroyed. The students have been kicked out of their housing and not given any options, any other help. There's videos of them just like wandering around the streets with nowhere to go. I've seen a bunch of restaurants though, which is really great, advertising that they will be supplying, like if you go there with your student card, they will give you food. Like they've got different meals for students every day, and that's hugely helpful. But I went to bed last night and I could still see the mountain burning, and I woke up this morning and the mountain's still burning. I don't know if they've got it under control now. I've been at the traffic department. Woo! But yeah, that was an intense time. This happens in Cape Town at this time of year. Not usually to this extent, but this is fire season, so it's when it's windy and really dry, because we get our rain in winter. So everything's really dry right now, and it is windy as hell. So the fire was just being spread all over the place. So yeah, that's how we've started our week. I'm just like thinking about all of the firefighters and the students and all of the people whose property have been damaged, and the animal life and stuff that I can't think about it too much. It's going to make me very anxious. While I was at the traffic department, I was listening to a podcast called The Readers Community. It's set up by a local bookstore in the city called the Book Lounge, and I love that place so much. Oh my god. And it was talking, the host was talking to a South African writer who has a book called The Pink Line that I bought recently, that I am planning to read in June for Pride Month, and it was a freaking delight. I really recommend that podcast. I'll put it in the doobly-doo. Besides that, I'm just going to bring you guys along for the week. Show you the havoc that is my office, because it's full of kittens. While I was also at the traffic department, I finished listening to Grief is a Thing with Feathers by Max Porter. It's a very quick little novella. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and it is in an hour and a half audiobook. It puts across so much complex feeling, and the feeling that comes with grief, and years down the line, how grief still affects you, which I thought it was very beautifully crafted. And then I started listening to a Dirty 30 by Akira. It's a memoir of a porn actress. And if you guys don't know, I'm very sex positive. Sex work is work. I've been naked on the internet, not doing porn, but I have been nude on the internet since I was 19 years old, so that's 12 years now. So I am very supportive of that whole realm. And if you want to be judgy and shitty about it, you can fuck off. And then, just before I finish up this clip, I've been reading Kafka on the Shore by Murakami, translated by Philip Gabriel. It's a very un-Japanese name. No, not that every translator has to actually be from the country, but anyway. I'm really this is the first time I've ever read Murakami. I really enjoy his writing. His writing is super duper compelling. There's just a couple of scenes in here that I really could do without. Like, if you've read this book, you probably know which scenes I'm talking about. And I was talking to someone recently about it, and apparently, yeah, he does throw things like that in. Like, I don't want to destroy it. I don't want to spoil anything by saying anything inappropriate. Just like, let's put it this way. There's a moment where he sees this girl, or he meets this girl, and he's like, oh, I really like her, and he's looking for his name's Kafka. He's looking for his mother and his sister, or supposedly. It got like 100 pages left, and he hasn't done much looking. But he meets this girl, and he's like, talks about his attraction towards her, and then he was like, oh, maybe she's my sister. But like, it'll be in a really sexual way that he thinks about her, and then immediately afterwards think about his sister, which is very strange to me. I'm not a fan of that. But the writing and the story, apart from those few little snippets, I'm really enjoying. So yeah, let's go see my destroyed office and talk to some kittens. Well, hello. No. This one's a cheeky one. Yeah, whatever. She's trying to escape. She's not allowed out. No, Miss Sandy. No matter how much you shout, my girl. What have you been doing? Causing chaos also? Oh, oh no. It's my microphone! Look very beautiful on camera in my abs. Camera in my abs. And then look at this fucking chaos. They've played in their food bowls. Their beds are everywhere. I leave this here because they like playing with it. There's a little tray. I need to clean up so bad. Ah! But they're so cute though. Look at this. That's my chair, madam. Nonsense, cats. Oh, and I did this. Yeah, nice and pretty. Anyway, but actually get down to some actual work. Doing some actual work. And I'll catch you up later. Holy shit, this fire. Holy shit, this fire. Like, it's not getting any better. This shit is getting out of control. It is so, it's out of control to begin with. I didn't say before, one of the arsonists has been arrested. The other two haven't. But it's moving. The fire is still moving. It's gone across Signal Hill. And now it's going down. It's going down the mountain. It's hopped the highway, and it's going into Woodstock, and like the suburbs that sit at the bottom of Table Mountain. And like, people are getting evacuated. We've got two of my friends are coming here because they're getting evacuated, and they just have to be on standby. They just have to wait there. They're evacuating them just in case the fire gets there, It's just, wow, what a weird fucking time. But yeah, if they need to sleep on our couch, that's what they will do. I'm not letting anybody go into a freaking flat that their lives could be at risk. But fuck, why would anyone do this? That is the biggest question in my mind right now. Why the fuck would anybody do this? I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm trying to work on my new website with Daddy Squarespace. So one day maybe they'll sponsor me, but also because I need a new website.
Fine, because for the most part they are not actively involved.
My baby, this is my morning. His legs are on the floor. Shout out, Amanda. My baby. Okay, this is not a book update, but it's Tuesday, by the way. This is not a book update, but it's a fire update. I'm looking out my window now and looking at the police reports, oh, not the police reports, the news reports, and the fire is still going. So this is day three of the mountain being on fire. It's moved over, like I'm looking at the mountain now, and it's like, you can see it's black, like all the way down the bottom, running behind Woodstock and Observatory and Rondebosch, and it's going around the corner now to Vredehuk, which is, it's so intense. Yeah, hopefully these poor firefighters that have been working for so long can get it under control. Well, just fucking put the bugger out. It's not as windy today, so I'm hoping that really helps, because it's not going to be like stoking the fire or blowing sparks anywhere. I'll try to get a shot where you can see the smoke running without doxing myself. Okay, so there you can see that underneath those layers of rock, right at the top, you can see it's black all the way along, and then where that smoke is there, oh, big airplane, so just to the left of those trees you can see two little towers. I'm not sure whether they got set on fire. They call them the tampon towers because they look like tampons, but yeah, you can see it moved all the way across there. Oh god, fucking hell. Also, it's very weird getting used to filming myself looking like this. It's like when I had long hair, I spent so much time like if my hair didn't look good, I didn't feel good, and it would be like all long and all over the place. But now I look at myself with that hair and I'm like, that doesn't feel like me. But then I look at myself like this and I'm like, but like, I like it, but I think I've still got the male gaze drilled into my little brain that, you know, someone's not going to find this attractive, even though I like women with short hair, you know? But yeah, it's just a strange thing that it's built into you, like this inherent thought about the male gaze and how that makes you attractive or unattractive. And with short hair, it's the same. It gives me that same kind of feeling. It's fucking weird. So I gotta, yeah. I look cute, man. Just being full of shit. The only thing that matters, the only person that matters when you look at yourself in the mirror is you. And I think I look cute. You're welcome. I'm watching this video by this new creator that popped up in my recommended, so I was interested in the topic, so I thought, geez, this room is echoey as all fuck. So I clicked on it. It's about bisexuals, and she just said, she said, women are inherently better at sex because they've got an at-home practice kit. Tell you, this is something that makes me really happy. Look how cute they are. And they keep kissing them. They keep licking them. It's so fucking cute. Oh, side note, George Lester, everybody, please go follow him. He's great. I really like him. And I saw his book Boy Queen. It was at Exclusive Books. So I took a picture and posted on my stories and tagged him, and I was like, you were here in South Africa, and he talked to me. He like actually chatted with me back and forth on Instagram, which I really appreciated. And I was like, a published author, and he's like a creator I really love watching. So yeah, I'll put his links down below if you haven't seen him before. I just got back from therapy. I have thoughts. I have things to journal. Guys, something terrible happened. Oh no! Yeah, so my bullet journal, she's about to run out, literally, like at the end of April, and the spine, the spine, she cannot take it. Oh, fuck. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about that. Maybe I can sew. I'm not the best sewer, but I'm sure I can do something. Oh no! And this goes along so much. This is just typical for my bullet journal luck right now. So if you are curious as to see what other bullet journal drama that I have been putting up with recently, keep a lookout for my May bullet journal video, because Jesus. Okay, so I'm carried on listening to Akira's Memoir because, you know what, this is her life experience, and she does go on to change some of the things that she said before, because these are they're like essays going throughout her life talking about different topics. So I decided to carry on giving her a bit more of a chance, and this book is a wild ride. Holy moly. So she got married twice, right? So she's with her husband now. She's giving relationship advice. And the way she talks, she speaks about things, the way she words things is fucking hilarious. But so she'll give relationship advice like, oh, my cat's trying to eat my headphones. Excuse me, ma'am. Those are mine. So she's like, oh, find out your partner's love language, because like that's a really great you know, it's a really good tool for someone in a relationship to use. I use it, like I've used it before. It's like super duper helpful. If you haven't looked it up, the 5 love languages, I will link the website down below that you can do the test, because it's so helpful. But then she'll go, because she is married to another porn star and he's a porn director as well. They have to have like set boundaries when it comes to, you know, like who they can sleep with and in what circumstances and stuff like that. So she's like, okay, so he doesn't do something with the dishes that annoys me, and I'm not allowed to, can I say this on YouTube? I probably can't. Ow! Oh my God. She just like literally attached herself to the middle of me. And so basically she's not allowed to toss anybody's salad. Not men, but she can do it for women. This book is crazy. And so is this fucking cat. So, I just finished Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami. I really, really enjoyed it. Could I have done without some scenes in here? Yes. Am I going to read more Murakami? Also, yes. Am I going to read more Japanese translated fiction? Yes. Because I recently was speaking to someone about Murakami, and she had read so many of his books, and she said that she thought it was just a Murakami thing, like the way that the book was written, but then she read other translated Japanese fiction and it was like a similar tone, and I think I'm going to do that as well. But I will go more into my thoughts in my wrap-up at the end of the month. So from there, I'm moving on to The Girl Who Takes a Knife for an Eye by David Lagercrantz. I probably butchered that, I'm so sorry. This is translated from Swedish by, please be more pronounceable, no, that's rude, George Golding. So this is a continuation of the Millennium Trilogy. I really enjoyed the Millennium Trilogy. I watched the movie that really piqued my interest, and then I got into the books. So I first listened to the original trilogy on audio, which really helped with the Swedish translations, Swedish pronunciations, because I mean there's certain things in there that I would not be able to pronounce, and it would take me a long time to look up everything, and I do look them up, but like Spavelsha MC, the motorcycle gang and everything, I would never have picked that up. So yeah, that made me, and I really enjoyed the trilogy, and I was really skeptical about another author carrying on the series, even though the original author is like not, I mean the original author passed away before the Millennium series was published. So I was skeptical about whether he'd be able to get it right and whether he'll be able to get Lisbeth correct and like carry on with the same tone. And I really think in the first one that he did, The Girl in the Spider's Web, I thought that he did a really fucking good job. So I'm excited for this one. I think I'm going to fly through it because the last one was so compelling. All of these books are so compelling. So yeah, I'm super excited to get into this one. It's really hard for me to be able to say anything about it because this is the 5th in a series. But I do recommend, even though it's a really old series right now, I'm not really old, but I mean, it was hyped a long time ago. If you haven't read it, I recommend it. It's really good. And Lisbeth is just one of those characters. She always does, like, you're like, please don't do that, it's gonna be dumb, please. Oh, she did it. Oh man, fuck. You know? She's like an unreliable main character, but you still root for her and you really want the best for her, but like shit just keeps getting thrown at this poor girl. But yeah, I'm super excited. It starts, oh no, I can't say that, it'll be a spoiler. So yes, getting into this one. I'm also going to my psychiatrist today. So I went to my psychologist yesterday, psychiatrist today, double therapizing it up this week. So hopefully I'll be able to fix my meds so I can sleep properly, because I still can't sleep properly. Who is sick of hearing me say that? Everyone, and me. Oh, I have to show you this nonsense cat. So I've put a little rock in there, in that water bowl, because she thinks the water bowl is for fun. Oh, that sneezed all the way over here. So she keeps playing with the water ball. So I put a rock in there to try and make it so that she can't move it around, and now getting the rock out is a game. Because what they do is they climb up here, they fall down, and they land in their food bowls. So I've moved the food bowls over, and now she's got the rock out, and there's no water. Abigail! You're a monster. I had $10 for every time I wake up with a Cardi B song stuck in my head. I would be full of riches. Oh man, all the scented candles. And also, yeah, like rent and stuff, you know. For like a solid week it was WAP, and now for this week it's up. WAP and up and WAP and up and up. I need to learn the words to that song. I think it's a sign. I need to watch the video again. But is that because I want to learn the song, or is that because I'm thirsty for Cardi B? I'm gonna leave that a mystery. Hot! I can't deal. Look how fucking she just tucked herself in there. But I mean, really, if you wanted to, if you were this small, wouldn't you cuddle with a golden retriever also? Oh. She's an independent woman. Her purr is so loud. Like, holy moly. Oh, yes, my girl. Yeah, I have about an hour left, no, maybe like 30 minutes left of Dirty 30 by Akira. I swear, I should have been updating more about this book. Like, because I listen to audiobooks while I'm doing stuff, I didn't. But oh my god, this book is such a breath of fresh air. Like, it's so great hearing about someone in the porn industry who wants to be in that industry, whose dream it was to be in that industry, who isn't on, who didn't, get led down the addict route. Because the thing was, she is a recovering addict, but she stopped using before she went into porn. She likes it. Like, she wanted to do this. This was her dream. She is not scared of it. And it's so freaking refreshing. And she worked with Stormy Daniels. That's crazy. Like, this was pre-Trump, but yeah, it's just a really refreshing and really, really fucking hilarious book. I don't think I've ever read a book with the word asshole in it so many times. Used as a noun. This book is wild, but it is a whale of a time, let me tell you. think I've ever read a book where the... Oh, she jumped from the... Anyway, I don't think I've ever read a book where the last line was, "I'm not done whoring," but now I have. What are you doing? Morning, everybody. It is Saturday. It's the weekend. Today I am spending doing boring adulty things, cleaning, and then crafting. I'm going to upcycle some tires, but I am doing that for a video, so you will see that in good time. I just spent the morning watching hip-hop music videos with my brother. It was sick. I love hip-hop. My favorite artist is A$AP Rock, if you want to know. This guy, not this guy. So many times, I have to explain it so many times. I don't even know any of this guy's music. I don't even know this guy's music. Anyway, not to do with anything. I finished Dirty 30. It was fucking great. It was hilarious. It was insightful. It was just so freaking interesting. And it was such a cool way of seeing an industry that is so misunderstood and that can be such a negative for so many people. Because I know the porn industry is really flawed, and you know, it's driven a lot of people to drugs and, you know, a lifestyle that's less than ideal, let's put it that way. But this is literally just a woman who wanted to do porn. This has always been her dream. She's wanted to do porn forever, and she did it, and she loves it, and that's okay, you know, like, especially as a woman. I'm sorry if you can hear an airplane. Freaking again, oh, it's huge. That's a big old airplane. Anyway, so yeah, it was just so nice, like, especially because as women we're told so often that we're not supposed to like sex, that we're not supposed to be sexual beings, you know, and that we're sluts and stuff like that, and this absolute bullshit. It's taking too long. But yeah, it was just so interesting to see it from her point of view. And she's a writer, like, she talks about writing all the time in the book. So she wrote this all herself, and I thought it was just a fucking party. Like, it was just so fun to read. So if you want to open your minds a little bit to the world of sex work and the fact that sex work is work and it's legitimate, and you can be happy doing sex work, and you can be successful making sex work, making porn, or, you know, doing sex work of some form, freaking read that memoir. It's really interesting. And then I've got about 100 pages left of The Girl Who Took an Eye for an Eye. Takes an eye for an eye. Obviously I can't really say much because this is the 5th in a series, but it is just as compelling as the rest of the series. I mean, fuck. Yeah, I said I was going to fly through it. I've literally got 100 pages left. It's really compelling. Fucking things. And now there's a train. Great. It's like they know I'm vlogging. It's just as compelling as the others. It's slightly different. I just got to part 2. It's slightly different to the others just because of how part 1 is set, but it's just as good, and it interchanges between perspectives just as well as the others. So I'm really enjoying this. I don't know if the series is continuing or has already continued, and I just haven't noticed, but I'm going to Google it because I would like to carry on the series. This is a series that I've managed to keep on going with pretty steadily, and I'm really invested in these characters, and I love the way it's told. So yeah. But for this week, that's going to be it. So if you enjoyed it, why don't you give me a like, ring my little bell, maybe even subscribe if you want to see my content in the future, and I'll catch you next time.